online. So let me show you a proper flag online. Flag pattern. Yeah, so this is it.
Okay.
Uh, You see,
Yes, sir.
this is a bullish flag.
Okay. Yes.
This is bearish. It wouldn't look so clean like you would expect, but definitely you could see looking at it that this is a flag.
Yes.
Good. Let me see other example. Yeah, this is also a flag. Look at this too. Okay, so price move from down to the upside. Okay, gives you the head of the flag and then breaks out and then it goes up. Okay, so you see exactly. You see?
Yes.
Yeah, good. So um at the same time that we had price giving us an indication, a close above our resistance level here. At the same time that we are having a close above the resistance level here, okay, we are also trading within flag pattern. Do you see how all of them adds up? So on the bigger picture, you should be looking at the market with multiple eyes, different concepts to see what can I see? What are all the things that I can see from this chart? Now, we are still above our resistance level where we take our buys. We are still above our resistance level. Now, we are now seeing engulfing candlestick pattern. Check it. See here. Engulfing, bullish engulfing. This is an indication, a close above it, but now we are seeing a bullish engulfing. When price dropped again, we still can see a bullish engulfing pattern. Then we are now getting like rejection. Okay, this one looks like is it a pin bar or doji? Kind of. This one looks like a hammer. Are you seeing that? See,
Yes, sir.
see that like a hammer, but it's like the body is much more bigger, but looks like so. All these things happening on the 30 minutes above our blue line. What does it tell you? Okay. So this is where when you take a trade, you know that no matter, even if you go into loss, no matter what happens, if you can sleep, you will still come out profitable. Okay. So there is a trade that when you take, you are even afraid that even the profit that you have, like the scalp I was taking, I know that this is a quick scalp. And at the area where I was taking that trade was not too good that I can sleep. Okay. And it happened. After making small profit, the market reversed. Okay. But there's an area where you can frame your setup or an entry where that you can get that I'm telling you. When the price takes off, you can sleep. Okay. So see this. this flag gave us. See what the flag gave us. Okay, when the flag finally broke out from here, so let's say this is the low of that area. The flag, when it broke out after the retest, see, it pushed up to the next area of strong resistance and support. And that's what we'll be looking for. We have to be looking for in the market all the time. Okay. So for today, we are only studying where the blue line is. So we want to see anytime price get to the blue line, what happened? So price bought to the upside, it got to this area. You see, there's a major sell off from here. So anywhere there is that major sell off, you have to take it. You see, I've put a line there. It means that I'm monitoring anything that will be happening around that place because there is a major kind of sell off or pull back. So price comes back to the blue line. The moment it hits the blue line, once it's above it, what did we see? A bullish reaction. Okay. Did we get a body close on the first touch? Yes, there is a body close. Can you guys see that? You see, this candle, the body closed below. So at this point, this is the indication, earlier indication that we will be selling below here. No matter how up it goes, eventually it will sell. So the market is communicating to us, just that we don't have the knowledge or we don't pay attention to it. That's all the problem. And if we are to be able to be paying attention to those things, we will always be on top. Okay. So see, indication goes up, comes down, give a second indication below. Goes up, comes down, another indication. Goes up, come down, closing, all the closing below is indication. Though this was kind of a ranging market here, because price was closing below the blue line, which is our support and resistance line, magic line, this area is telling us that price will sell. Now it went up above the blue line is a buy. We still hold that knowledge because above the blue line we are buying always. But then price gives you an indication that it's going to sell multiple times. Then it still goes above the blue line, meaning that there are things that it needs to take up from the upside before it does the sell. So we have to leave it to go. So we leave it, it goes up, comes down, goes up, comes down. Let's keep watching. Goes up, come down. It still doesn't get to our blue line again. All these places we are just not interested. Goes up, goes up, goes up, go starts coming down, start coming down, start coming down. Now, the next time that it hits the blue line again, which is our magic support resistance, did it close below? Tell me, Precious.
Yes, there are some that are close below.
Yeah, no, this one with the current place here.
Yes,
Is that
yes,
a close below? Yes,
yes,
close below. So now
yes, sir.
it gave the indications of by closing below around this area, but it never gave us the sell and went up for a number of days, could be weeks, did its own thing, did all those things, and then later it finally came back there and then closed below. So the moment we got this close below, our money printing machine is being started. They've put electricity or fuel in it. We are happy. Because so one thing I am personally learning here is that always the market will give you a first indication. And then, but you should always expect either a second or a third indication before you do the buying. Okay, so let's say at this point, that was the first indication that this consolidation gave us by closing below here multiple times. Now, this is the second indication that is giving us. After giving it to us, it made a pullback. This pullback did not go too far, then price drops. All these things we are talking about, we are not even looking at market structure. We're not looking at sweeps of liquidity and other things. We are only looking at our magic support resistance line. Okay, we've just taken one area or price line from the market, and we are just looking at that, studying that place. What happens there anytime price gets there? So we are here. Anytime we are above, we buy. Anytime we are below, we sell. That's the policy. So price goes above, buys, comes. This time here, it gives us another close below. See this red candle here? It closed below. Moved up above, it engulfed. So this is where we start looking for the entry. When you start seeing this consolidation, this engulfing stuffs, you start looking for the entry. Engulfing, that closes below, moves up, rejects, engulfing, moves up, engulfing, close below, moves up, engulfing, close below, moves up, engulfing, engulfing. Once we get below, these areas are our sell entry. And as long as price stays below, we are good. Did you see that?
Yes, sir.
Did you see the move it gave us? See the sell
Yes.
from here to here.
Mm. Was a huge one.
Very strong. But waiting for this to happen before you strike is going to be very, very, very painful. But
Very
you
nice.
need to be patient and wait. Let's keep on. Let's keep on. Anytime
Yes.
price is above the blue line, we buy. When it's below the blue line, we above the blue line, we buy. Below the blue line, we do what? We sell.
So,
Good. Yeah, Ken, sorry, I haven't seen your message. Let me see. I think you sent me a message or something. Oh, okay, you slept off. Okay, sorry. Um, yeah, so are we still below the blue line? Yes. As long as we stay below. Now, after all those cells, price started coming up, coming up, coming up. Price started coming up, coming up, coming up. This is the first time after price started coming up that there is a close above. Precious, are you following? Uchena?
yes, sir.
Yes. This is the first time after those cells that price has closed above our magic support line. So what does this tell you? It tells you that we are getting an indication that price wants to go bullish. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Good. I'm happy you guys are getting it. Now, after the indication, there is always a corrective, a pullback. There is always a retracement, a pullback. So price drops and it comes below the blue line. Coming below the blue line is what? A sell. That's what we've established.
Yes, sir.
Below, we sell. Above, we buy. But now we have a
Mhm.
first indication that we will be buying. So let's see. Price starts selling, sell plenty, comes down, sell, sell, sell up to this area. So all the major areas on the chart, you have to be able to find and draw your magic support and resistance line so that where it does the major sells to or buys to, you'll be catching the entries from there. Okay. So price start coming up, it comes up, comes up, comes up, comes up. Now it gets into the blue line again. This is the second time it's getting there. Did it close above it?
Yes.
Good. There is a close above. Price drops down, couldn't go down more, too much. Comes up again,
Mm.
gives us a another close above it, drops
Yes.
down, another close above, drop down, comes again and rejects, but it was a small close above on the 30 minutes. So
Mm.
sometimes you see this 30 minutes chart that we are using. If you are to use 4 hour, you will be getting closes above, but it will not be too strong. Okay, not multiple closes above the line. You get one a while, once a while you get a close. And the bigger the time frame close, the better the confirmation that there's going to be a sell there. Sorry, a buy or a sell there. So we get a sell off again, price comes down, now we start moving up. The moment it closed above, even this candle just closed here. It's a big candle that moved, swept. So this big move was supposed to tell us that something that this time it's not going to drop, it's going to go above. So let's see what happens. If you master this, then that's all. A close above, we wait for the retest. Price drop, 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 consolidate. Fine, hit it. Once it's above it, engulfing candlestick. Is it morning or evening star? Morning star. Rejection. Your entry is somewhere here. Your entry is somewhere here. We are above, and there is rejection, and there is a retest. Retest. Your entry is somewhere here. Okay. So you catch this buy to the upside. Do you get it? So you see this buy, you catch it. Now, the buy did not go too far, but it drops again, moved up, dropped down, gave a close below. So it is this the after this big buy, this is the first time it's giving a close. It's indicating to us that price wants to sell. So you pay attention to that. Though we were buying, now we are getting an indication for a sell from there. So you pay
Mm.
attention. Price sells off, comes up, sell, sell, sell up to this area. Now it starts coming up again, coming up. So this is our zone. Let me put the zone close. Now we are at the current price. So price comes up, drops, comes up, drops. Now it gets to that area. So can you all see the blue line? Can you all see the blue line?
Yes, sir.
Good. Now price comes up, it gets to the blue line and rejects. It comes up again, it closes above the blue line. Do you see that?
Mm.
What is the
Yes.
meaning of that? What is the
Above
meaning?
that is going to buy.
It's indicating to us that very soon, no matter how far it sells, there's going to
Mm.
be a buy from this blue line upward. I am personally waiting for that this buy. But as long as price stays below the blue line, it's a sell. So around this area, though we have the indication, there is a higher
Mm,
likelihood that price will want to sell off again before. But around this blue line now, I am seeing like a head and a shoulder pattern being formed. Though on the bigger side, I can see a flag. So see, take this low. Let's take this area as a low. Take this area as a low. You see the push to the upside, push to the upside, drop, and a push to the upside. So this area, I can see this area as kind of a flag. I can even take the line from this area. Okay. It looks like it wants to form like a bullish flag. Okay. So let's see. For now, what I see is that is that this is forming a head and a shoulder. And see, I've drawn the head and the shoulder pattern exactly. And how did I catch this sell and this sell trade right now, which is playing? I send a setup into the chat. I said send this setup even before price got to that area. Tolu also sent it. Where was it? Where did I send it? Did I send it here? Yeah, this is it. By the time I sent the setup, price wasn't around that place. So can you all see? I said that below that blue line, it will sell. And when price sells or drops or rejects off the blue line, it's going to fulfill a head and a shoulder pattern. And that's exactly what is happening. This is a live market. What is happening right now? Exactly at that blue line. As long as price hit that area and it was below. And what do we see right now? We are seeing an engulfing candle. Okay, 30 minutes engulfing pattern around that magic support resistance zone. So what again do we need? What again do we need? Engulfing candle. We are below and we are seeing an engulfing candle. If price doesn't close above or doesn't go above the blue line, it will not buy. No matter how it pushes up, without a close above, it will not. Okay, so this is a sell. And if we are selling, we are targeting it sweeping this low, probably hitting this head and shoulder trend line, or maybe breaking it to the downside. Okay, so we need a deep retracement so that we can buy. And when price comes up again and is above the blue line here, we will now go into a bigger buy. So let me take a little time to backtest or show you guys how I caught this entry in the first place or how I framed this setup. So the first thing I did was if I'm going to use the concept that we've been learning. One, we already know that we have our magic support resistance zone, which I will make as a red line here from the history. And it has been respected. So the second thing is that when price make this high here, I'm framing the setup the way that I analyze this chart. When price gave this high, first there was this high, and price broke it up to give this high, giving us an indication above the magic resistance support that is going to go up. But it failed to go and dropped. When it dropped, what did it give us? It gave us another indication that it wants to go bearish rather. Okay, price tells us that, oh, I want to go up. Then it dropped impulsively, and now it's telling us that it wants to go down. Why is it telling us it wants to go down? Because there is a low here. This is the current 30-minute swing low that gave this high. That swing low, there has been a close of body below that swing low. Okay, this high dropped and closed below this low. This is shift of character, change of character or break of structure. Okay, so a sweep of a previous high, an indication that price will want to go up, price drops increasingly and gives us another indication that it wants to go down. Now, aside this, I see price forming something like a left shoulder, a head, and it needed to form a right shoulder for me to know that this is a reversal pattern. So, what we have learned from our lessons is that if you see a break of structure like this, what do? You pick your fib to measure the range. And then you target price at where? Premium. You target price at where? Premium. What is the premium zone? Anything above 50%. So I draw my anything above 50%. Where is the exact entry point that I'm going to use with this entry model? I'm targeting 78.6% on the premium side. And the confluence we have is that when the 78.6% is the exact level where our magic support and resistance line is, when that confluence coincide or meets, then we are very sure about this trade. Let me take it again. When there's magic support and resistance line, which here is the red line, when that line is at the same place where our 78.6% is, then it means that if price gets there and gives us the proper reaction that we need, this is going to be a sure setup. So if you look at the PPT, I put in the PPT that we need uh yeah, I put in the PPT that for the entry models, we need premium discount supply resistance model. Premium discount supply resistance magic model. So this is what I'm doing right now. Supply, sorry, support resistance premium, support resistance premium zone, support and resistance and premium zone. So that's what we have right now. Okay. And at that area, we have seen an engulfing 30-minute candle. This is a sure sell setup. If you are to find a sell entry, you will make some money. If only you are, even if you are scalping to target this low here, you're going to make some money from the top here. Yeah. Another thing is that according to ICT, there is an entry model called balance price range. This is where two fair value gaps faces each other. So what is a fair value gap? When there are three candles on a row, the low for a bullish situation, when the low of the first candle and the high of the second candle doesn't overlap, that space there is a fair valuation, fair value gap, where price will return to give a fair price for participants to engage in the market. Now, we have a bearish fair value gap here, and then we also have a bullish fair value gap. This is the bullish candle, the low of this one, and then this is the high of. So this space, I hope you guys are watching. The space here,
No,
the
yeah,
space,
yeah.
the space where the two fair value gaps meet. This is the bullish fair value gap, and it falls inside the bearish the bearish fair value gap was big. It falls inside that space. Let me give it another color.
Please, where did
Is
you take the bullish fair value gap from?
you see the other side where when price was printing green candles going
Yes,
up.
this green, yes. I thought it's from down that you are taking it, Sabi.
No, the
Okay.
balance price range is the book that I sent you. If you read the entry models, you could see that it's when two fair value gaps are facing each other. So there is a bearish fair value gap and there is a bullish fair value gap. They are all facing each other. The zone where they all meet, okay, price is likely to go there and get a reaction. Do you guys get it?
Yes.
So though the bearish fair value gap was big, and there is also a concept from ICT called I think I've forgotten the name, but it is where you if the fair value gap is big, you measure the fair value gap on the fib and take 50%. I've forgotten the name. I've forgotten the name. So if I measure the fair value gap alone, the 50% area is where the blue line is. Let me put a line there and color that line blue. So you see the number of confluences that I am identifying with just this small setup because of the knowledge that we have. So now I have a balanced price range. I have um I have a balanced price range. I have my premium zone. Even if price pushes up and takes the entry out, as long as it will drop and still be below this area, I can still sell. I have my magic support and resistance line, which is the red line, where we know that below we will be selling. Okay. And I have my anticipated head and shoulder pattern. Okay. So for this head and shoulder pattern to be completed, it needs to sweep this area, this trend line. If you draw a trend line below here, it needs to sweep this trend line. It needs to come here, hit this trend line, and move up to retest and possibly drop again to complete the head and shoulder pattern. If this does not happen and any level here or above the trend line here, price start going up, it's a sign that this head and shoulder pattern is not going to hold for a very long reversal. But the knowledge we have is that anytime price goes above our magic support resistance line, which is the red line, we have to look for buys because we have an indication here. So we have multiple ideas that we can use for the market. But for now, this is the reason why I framed this setup for this sell. These are the things that I looked at. So what will make this setup stay or stand is if price drops and gives us a second break of structure. If price takes out this, if price closes a body below here, or price drops down and closes body here, below this trend line here, or below this low, then that will be a second break of structure. And we would expect a corrective, a pullback, and a continuation of the sell. A continuation of the sell. Guys, give me a second. Yeah, any questions up to this? And we have only few minutes. Mr. Ben, sorry that you couldn't join earlier. Let's make it tomorrow if you are able to join, and then because tomorrow we will analyze the market for our challenge. So if you are able
It's
to
okay.
join, then you share your analysis and then show us how to analyze with phone. We
It's okay.
waited for you earlier in the earlier session, but we didn't see you. Um,
I slept off.
yeah, that's all right. That's all right. So
Okay.
so look at this is a live market, 51ers. Look at the way the setup is playing. It's going to play very, very, very well. I have confidence in this. It's going to play. Um, even within this 30 minutes here, like let me go to 15 minutes here. We can still frame another head and shoulder here. Okay, we can still see. Let me see. Where is the head and shoulder? So let me clear this area. Let me clear because we now understand the why we frame this setup. So let me clear this area so that we can get some clean chart. There is a break of structure. Everything is perfect. So um the head and shoulder. So there is a move up, shoulder, head. We expect another a right shoulder. Are you guys watching this? Yeah, I think it has even given us the right shoulder. Maybe so in case it pushes to the upside here, sometimes the shoulder could be there are different types of head and shoulder. That's my favorite pattern. I like that in the flag. So I've trained myself to easily be able to identify it. And it's for reversal. Price has been bullish, bullish. So if you keep seeing that this thing, it means price wants to reverse. So there is the left shoulder is here, the head is here, and the head has taken the neck. The neck line is here. It has taken it out, which is good. So what we need is a corrective, a pullback. Break of structure has happened on 15 minutes. We need a pullback. Price has pulled back also, but the level where it pulled back to here is that the area where price will finally pick the momentum from to sell. That one I cannot tell because some of the head and shoulder patterns, sometimes the left right shoulder is lower than the left. Some of them are equal. They are equal. Some of them one is higher than the other. Okay, but let me use the fib. After a break of structure, we can use our fib to measure. So let me measure like this. Where do we expect to sell if we want to sell from this area? We expect to sell at premium. So premium is anything above 50%. So are we above 50%? No. Price only hit, price only hit the 50% and is dropping. So sometimes it will hit the 50% or 38% and